Good morning, or good evening, or good day to my friends, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today's little chat is about a British TV series what made quite a few people famous. It was on the BBC Two, the BBC, but BBC Two, and the series was called Not the 9 o'clock News. This was because on the BBC One at 9 o'clock they had the news, so BBC Two had a comedy program called Not the 9 o'clock News. And let me introduce you to the people who was in it. We have Rowan Atkinson, Griff Rich Jones, Mel Smith, and Pamela Anderson. Now, you will recognise Rowan Atkinson because he went on after to create Mr. Bean, Blackadder, and other things than that. He even played a spy in that. Griff Jones and Mel Smith, they went on to do a show called Smith and Jones. And Pamela Anderson, she ended up married Billy Connolly. So let's start off with picture of the album. Now that's the album, because they what they did, they took off different things each week, and that they sort of took a spoof out and made fun out of things like on one, the death of a princess, an apology, and in brackets an apology. Next you got on this one David Bloody Attenborough. Sort of having a knock at David Attenborough because you would know him from all his wildlife programs. The Confession Sog, SOG something, Air Safety. One Word from Billy Connolly, it was in it as well. Then you have the Nation Wealth Beds. They did all different, excuse my cough, different sketches and that, and they even took the mickey out of the people at the time, as you can see. But it was a really good, funny series, and for the second one, they did a second album. It was all made in the 80s, and they made 2 studio, they even had a song called I Love Trucking, and as you could see, they had Hedgehog Sandwich, and some of the they took off. It was like a takeoff for the BBC, BBC Two, BBC One's news and that, and stories had the Law Apology, News Summary, Constant Savage, University Challenge, I Like Trucking, Sir Robert Marks, Hi-Fi Shop. Now that was quite a funny one because a hi-fi shop is like Rowan Atkinson went into the shop, and the people behind the counter was Mel Smith and Griff Rich Jones, and he was asking for different things like woofers, tweeters, and that for radio. And they said, "Oh, a brown paper bag on your head," and that. It was just taking the mickey out of him, and that. It was quite a funny story. If you do get chance to watch, you might see them on YouTube, because they might have them downloaded. Because on the back you can see them all rehearsing and that, and all the different things they did. English My Lows, Divorce, The Main Points Against, Bad Language, Gift Shop, Hedgehog Apology, Soccer Violence, Because I'm Wet and Lonely. That's another sketch. These are sketches what I'm talking about. That's Lies. The Creep. I Believe. Aid. The Main Points Against. Again. Not the Parrot Sketch. Open Marriage. Lager. And finally, because they, if you remember, with Live Aid, Mel Smith and Griff Rhys-Jones came on, and they was dressed up as the police constables, and saying that they've had complaints about a loud noise just over the road from Wembley. And they interviewed. It was a really good comedy show. It was on, I think it was on a Monday night, on the BBC Two and that, and it made names of them, or especially Rowan Atkinson and Griff Rhys-Jones went on to make their own show called Smith and Jones and that. Sadly, we lost Mel Smith. Yes, I think we did lose him. So, and Pamela Anderson, she left being in the TV scene, and she got she's a professor, I think, or something like that, and she married Billy Connolly. They're still married and that. And as you know, Rowan Atkinson went on for bigger things like Blackadder. We have talked about Blackadder, and his famous silent person, Mr. Bean, and that. And he's done some spy. He has played a spy in a comedy and that. Some of the characters, what they did in Not the 9 O'Clock News, I think he used them, got the ideas to use in Mr. Bean and other things like that. But it was a really good, these are 2 albums that they brought out. As you can see, taking the mickey out of people and that, and all the writings and of the sketches and that. But it was a really entertaining show, and that's the second album. And this is my little chat about the TV show, Not the 9 O'Clock News, which was in the early 80s, because this came out in 1980, and this one came out in 81. And it's like the recordings from the TV show series. And this is where I say a fond farewell, and I hope you enjoy my little short chat about the TV series Not the 9 O'Clock News with the famous Rowan Atkinson, Griff Rhys-Jones, Mel Smith and Pamela Anderson, and the bitter history behind their success and how they went on to do other things and that in their careers. And I'll bid you a fond farewell for now. And if you enjoyed this little chat about Not the 9 O'Clock News, excuse me, and other things that I'll talk about, other little adventures, and you want to come and join me and subscribe, and you're more than welcome. As I always say, it's up to you. It's your choice. I'm not trying to force you into it. It's you what makes up your mind if you want to continue to follow me and be one of my followers on my channel and that, and enjoy everything what I try and talk about and entertain you with and tell you different things and keep you informed. So for now, I wish you a fond farewell. And whenever you watch this, morning, noon, night, wherever you are, I hope you are all safe and well and look after one another and take care. And I'll say a fond farewell for now.